Can you hear me now? Well, I think I just recorded that whole last episode with no sound. And if that's the case, that sucks. So hopefully it's not the case. If that is the case, luckily it wasn't a hugely important episode. So if season 5, episode, what was it, 7 is missing, yeah, it's because I had no sound for me and no sound for the video at all. If it's no sound on the video, then I can just re-record the scene and try to match it up. But then when there stops, it all gets messed up. And you guys know that I'm not good at matching it all up. But I have a feeling it was both me and the video were on silent. So I apologize. Basically, I got to the end of the episode and felt like there wasn't much to say. Everybody's on their way to somewhere. John and Egret are having their banter, but it's their love language. I still think that she may be pregnant just because they're like little bunnies. He is worried that they are going to fail at their fight. Because they're not an organized army. They do more brutal attack from what I can gather. And they also have the mentality of if a man falls, leave him behind. You know, that was the whole lesson that we got from the ice wall. So, with that kind of mentality and not working cohesively, it is hard to see them winning a battle. We've got Rob and his lady, I forget her name, but she's pregnant, and he just found out about that. And Catelyn seems to have gotten out of the dungeon. I thought it might be just a one brief moment thing. She got a breather, but that's not the case. Hi. Did you tell everybody how you're a brat? We tried to get you a beautiful home where you could go outside. You'd have horses and another kitty and a dog, and you were just a little brat and hid the whole time and pouted, you little shit. Ari has run off, but I believe it was the hound that caught her. I think he's been spying on the band of brothers with no banner. I don't know what to call them. They are off to fight a raiding party of Lannisters, or were before she took off. Then we've got Khaleesi, who is trying to free 200,000 slaves, some of which she can add to her army. And she gave the guy an ultimatum, and I don't think he's going to take it. So I think we're going to see more ruthlessness and bloodshed. I guess it's not considered ruthlessness because she's freeing the slaves, she's liberating them. And he thought that she would just be after the gold and that would satisfy her and she'd move on. But she seems to have compassion for those who are mistreated. At least that's the picture they're giving us. And her dragons are very protective of her. We've got Bran and Hodor, and he said her name. I can't remember it. And then the druid looking boy and his sister, they're wanting to go to, I'm probably going to mix these up. They're wanting to go to Castle Newberry, but the deal was to take them to Castle Rock. I don't know if I got those names correct. Two different castles. And the one that Bran and the druid looking boy wants to go to is the one that John will be at, not the other one. So we'll see what happens. Tywin and Joffrey, a little bit of Tywin having to bite his tongue about the brattiness of his grandson, although he did get a little a couple of smart remarks in. I just realized we didn't have Circe in the last episode. We didn't have Circe, or I forget who the other one is that we didn't have. But at any rate, Marjorie was rather supportive of Sansa marrying Tyrion, trying to explain to her, make the best of it, blah, 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 which surprised me because I thought they wanted Sansa to marry into their family so that they would have their money on her riches, which is the whole point of Tywin having Tyrion marry her. That and splitting up Loras and Sansa because they caught on to what the Tyrells were doing. That's all I can think of right now. I am in the midst of being hungry, and I worked this morning, and I've got to work tonight, and so I'm just feeling a little bit off. I'm fasting today, and the hunger is setting in. So, you little brat, you little brat, you little brat. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. This episode, this is season 3, episode 8, and this is called Second Sons. So let's go ahead and get into it and see what happens. In Second Sons, that could be the second son, or those that are in second place, or I don't know. Jamie's a first son, so, right? Yeah, because Tyrion is the youngest. Their mother died from Tyrion's childbirth. So, I don't know. Well, we'll have to see what it's about. And so far, Penn State's winning. We're only in the second quarter, and they're only up by 7. So, back with Bran. Ari. Yeah, she'll get caught. Nice try, though. No, that's not the Hound. Who is that?
I'll give you one try.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's different when they're looking you in the eye.
Fuck Joffrey. Fuck the Queen. That's the Red Fork.
Glad he's not
I'm
taking them
taking you
back.
to the twins.
Who are the twins?
They're called the Second Sons.
Oh,
Company led
there
by
we've
a
got the
Nilfgaard
title.
named Mero.
He may not agree to meet.
He will. Man who fights for gold can't afford to lose to a girl.
Your Grace.
That's true.
Dario Naharis.
Dario kind of looks like Fabio. Where's her dragons at?
Give me your second sons, and I may not have you gelded. Sir Barristan, how many men fight for
Gelded. That's what it's called, isn't it?
2,000, Your Grace.
We have more, don't we?
Of course, you guys are like, what are you talking about? So, when they were threatening to take off Theon's member, I called it initially a castration, and I went, wait a minute, castration is not the whole thing. So I was trying to think of what the whole thing was, but maybe gelding is. But that being said, horses, when they call it a gelding, it still has its member, doesn't it? We're not talking.
In the Second Sons, we share everything. After the battle, maybe we'll all share you.
He likes her.
I'll come looking for you when this is over.
The Fabio guy. Now the other one, I hope he gets killed.
Barristan.
And something I commented in the other video, I don't understand why she's with him, because she was originally trying to get Stannis to king, but now she's trying to get Gendril to king. Now there's Stannis. That's a nice dragon sculpture in the background. I'm really confused.
Road. Fag.
Oh, that's right. Stannis' daughter was teaching him to read.
Enough. To swallow a horse whole.
Enough is a difficult word.
Because he has your blood in his veins.
So we're getting the reason why she brought him back and everything now, so that makes better sense.
You're not a man who slaughters innocents for gain or glory.
Is he really getting
When
to
my
him?
son was 5,
Back to this group. Is that a blue horse?
One of us slips into our camp, pass her unsullied, no nights.
Which one of us?
It's going to be a trap.
Close your eyes, love.
He got the square.
Alan Willis.
He's not going to kill her, though. Either that or it's a trap. I think he likes her, though. I don't think he'll kill her.
You won't be a prisoner after today. You'll be my wife.
The wedding's going to be today. I wonder if he'll get stopped.
Trying to say, do you drink wine?
When I have to.
You look radiant, Your Grace.
That's a pretty building.
Radiant? Why radiant?
Of course. They play it so often here at court.
So
I have
you're
a
in
feeling the wedding
Victoria's
is not
house
going to get
today.
interrupted.
So Lord Rain built a castle as grand as Casterly Rock.
Castle-y
And
Rock.
finally one day,
I had it wrong.
if you ever call me sister again, I'll have you strangled in your sleep.
Well, Cersei let her know what she thinks, doesn't she? Didn't she? Maybe one of them will say no. It's awfully quiet. Why is he taking the steps away? Ah, to be mean. Joffrey being a brat still, to his family even. I hear some noises outside. I didn't realize we had a scene change. I thought people were going to interrupt the marriage like Princess Bride. Is this kind of a hint that he knows that she's not as nice as she appears to be and not to trust her?
You still don't trust him.
Is she trying to get him drunk?
You think this is all a mistake and that you'll have to pay somehow for every bite you take.
We're both a part of his plan. He wants this for us.
No, he
Is this the
demands
end of
this
Gendrell?
us.
If Robert Baratheon shouldn't have been the true king because he took the kingdom, they slayed the king, the Mad King, then is his blood really all that powerful? So is she going to birth another shadow demon?
What are you doing?
She's going to kill you.
Get it away! Oh, get it off me!
Don't fight, don't
That's a
fuss, it won't
leech,
take
right?
much.
Why are you doing this?
She's going to put his blood in the
Told you, there's
leeches?
power in the blood of kings.
The usurper, Joffrey Baratheon.
Is it supposed to kill each one or make them sick?
Will he pardon
He's
me?
a little drunk. Who's watching Cersei?
Stay.
I shall build a shrine to myself at the next brothel I visit.
But you will do your duty.
Can't force two people to be in love.
Father once told me.
Nobody cares what your father once told you.
Poor Loras. At least Tyrenian. Can't say his name anymore. At least he can be somewhat accommodating, even if he is drunk.
That's all right. Sir Meryn and Sir Boris will hold you down.
So he plans to rape her.
Then you'll be fucking your own bride with a wooden cock. Made out of envy of your own royal manhood.
Trying to save himself.
Come with.
I can't tell how much of it is acting and how much of it is real for the show. Now, will he act not so drunk now? Nope, he's still very drunk.
Neck. You have one.
She does have a
How
long
old
neck.
are you exactly?
Got to have the wine now. Does he want to stop her? So his watch begins. What is he watching? They're going to try to sneak in and kill her. I don't think he's going to kill her, though.
What do you mean reasonably well?
Your technique is difficult for the mouth to master.
No screaming, or she dies.
I didn't think he would kill her.
You were sent here to kill me. So why haven't you?
I don't want to.
What do your captains have to say about that?
You should ask them.
Did he cut off their heads? Oh my goodness.
I only do what I want to do.
Well, then this is supposed to impress me.
Yes?
Is she showing that she's not afraid of him?
My heart is yours.
Who's watching? Or did they just do it for a transition? I wish they'd quit that.
Brought you breakfast.
We'll see if Shay forgives him. Oh, that was the other one who we hadn't seen. Why are the crows collecting? And why are they showing us the crows collecting? A group of crows is called a murder. Are we going to see a murder?
I saw him wink at me.
He blinked.
I suppose it's
I'll build that fire.
Is the honeymoon over?
Christopher.
Craster.
Yes.
Is that her father's name?
Not...
Samuel. I should be able to remember that. I'll just
My
call him
father's
Sam.
also a Tali.
I think he better keep her around. It's a lot of crows. We've got a murder out there. Oh, definitely got a murder. Or we're going to have the other kind of murder. They got quiet. Is it a White Walker? Is that the one that was on the horse that went by him? That's impressive. Catch him on fire. Oh, that was the spearhead thing. Ooh, so it kills the White Walkers without having to catch them on fire. I wouldn't stay out there. I'd go back in with the fire. Travel in the daytime. Ah, and that's the end. Hello, girls. I'm getting ready to move forward. I checked the score real quick. We're 14-0, near the beginning of the third quarter. Northwestern's usually pretty good, so I don't know whether I haven't looked at their previous games, so I don't know whether they're not as good this year or if we're better than I thought we were. So, Tyrion is now wedded to Sansa. I was hoping the wedding would get interrupted, but it never did. But they haven't consummated yet. It, we don't know if Joffrey broke in and raped her. He might have been just saying that just to torment her, but hadn't planned on actually doing it. But we don't know whether he actually did or not. She was looking embarrassed as she woke, but the bed sheets were not soiled. So, is it possible Joffrey didn't? Yeah, it's possible. We found out that the spearhead kills White Walkers. So now Sam needs to find more of those weapons because they're going to need those weapons to fight the White Walkers at some point. I imagine we're going to fight White Walkers. I just don't know when it's going to happen. What else did we see? We did not see Theon in this one. Last episode, I thought Theon was hallucinating. Apparently, he wasn't. The guy just is still torturing him. That's kind of getting old. I wish something would happen with that now. So, yeah, move that story forward. We got 2 more episodes, so it should come to an end soon, one way or the other. We got Cersei being called to Loras, which that's not anything new. We got the witch proving that the king's blood was powerful, and she did something. Stannis was saying something. I don't know what he was saying. And then the leeches burst. So I don't know if it was like putting a hex on them or on Joffrey. Hold on. Joffrey, Robb, and Theon's father. I don't know if it was a hex or if it was supposed to be a death wish or if it's just supposed to make them sick or what. But we haven't seen any effect from it. Although that was happening at about the same time as the wedding. So it's possible something happened to Joffrey and that's why he didn't rape Sansa. And we haven't seen the other two to know if anything happened. So that's probably going to be the next episode. And from what I can tell, the witch still plans on bleeding Gendril dry, something like that. The Hound and Ari are on their way to the wedding of her uncle. I don't know if it's Grace, or not Grace, Catelyn's brother or Ned's brother. I think it's Ned's brother. And it looks like Khaleesi has Daenerys. I'm, I think I'm getting better with saying Daenerys, and I think I'm saying that right. She's got more added to her army. How devoted this guy is going to be to her, I don't know, especially if she does not take him as a partner. I don't know if he'll still remain devoted to her. So we'll have that yet to see. Hi, Stinker. I'm going to get some hot chocolate and finish watching the Penn State game, and then I have to work at 7 tonight. So thank you all for joining me on this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.